Hello everybody, I'm a little under the weather, so I'm going to apologize now if I go through any coughing fits while going through this presentation. For my presentation, I'm talking about creatine and the effects it has on the human body. Creatine is a natural occurring compound that is in our bodies. It's an amino acid that is used by our bodies to help produce ATP, which stands for adenosine triphosphate. ATP is what our bodies use for energy. Creatine supplementation is popular with athletes because it's believed that supplementing creatine will improve their physical performance. How does creatine work in the body? Creatine is stored in the muscles with an extra phosphate molecule. It gives this extra phosphate molecule to ADP, which then helps create ATP. And ATP is what all cells in your body uses for energy. Creatine is naturally made by the body, but can also be consumed through the diet as well. It is important to note that a small portion of creatine is metabolized into creatinine when we use our muscles, and this becomes important when we start talking about the potential negative effects of creatine, which we will discuss shortly. We're now going to talk about some of the positive effects creatine has on the body. Multiple studies have been done on athletes and non-athletes alike regarding the positive effects of creatine supplementation. The studies that have been done on athletes have shown that creatine supplementation have shown that athletes have increased strength and will also increase the amount of lean muscle mass. It is also important to note that the improvement in performance was limited to short, high-intensity type of exercises. Most of the studies have shown that this positive effect on performance is very short-lived and does not apply to any endurance exercises. An example of this would be in the sport of track and field, the 100 and 200 meter races. Creatine use would help in that scenario, as you will see a benefit from it, whereas anything from like the mile to the 2 mile to the marathon, because those are longer type races, you are not going to see a benefit of creatine use when using those types of endurance exercises. There has been studies done on non-athletes, and most of them are done on older adults, but like the studies done on athletes, creatine supplementation has been shown to improve strength and lean muscle mass. Like any drug, supplement, medication, there are negative effects on the body. Most common side effect of creatine supplementation is weight gain, and it's believed likely due to water retention. Another side effect of creatine supplementation is getting an upset stomach when taking large doses. Some of the more concerning side effects, theoretically, is that creatine increases liver enzymes and could also increase creatinine, which should be filtered out from the kidneys. Multiple studies have looked at how creatine damages the liver and kidneys. These studies have shown that liver enzymes and creatinine will increase slightly, but these elevations are not significant and for the most part do not demonstrate damage to the organ. It is important to note that significant damage has been seen in those who use creatine supplementation who already have underlying injury to the liver and or kidneys. Therefore, it is important for those individuals to not participate in creatine supplementation, or if they do, to use very little. Like steroid use, there are concerns that using creatine will suppress the body's natural occurring creatine production. There does seem to be a slight suppression, but it is non-significant and does not appear to be long-term. Through my research, there are a lot of studies about short-term effects creatine use, but virtually nothing long-term. Another aspect of creatine supplementation that I did not see research on is the smallest dose of creatine that still has a positive health effect on the body. It would be interesting to see what this dose is and then compare it to the doses currently seen on the market. Are they recommending too much? Or are they recommending too little? We just don't know. Creatine use seems to be safe for individuals of all ages who do not have kidney or liver problems. Creatine use also seems to be beneficial to individuals who participate in high-intensity sports for a short amount of time. Excuse me. So in summary, it appears that creatine supplementation can increase strength, lean muscle mass, and may help with high-intensity athletics for a short amount of time. We must be aware of taking the correct dose, and those with kidney and liver dysfunction need to stay away from creatine supplementation or use very, very small amounts of the stuff. There are a large number of athletes who are using creatine supplementation, and for the most part it seems to be safe. But they need to realize that their improvement in physical performance due to creatine supplementation is very limited. It is also important to teach our young athletes to take supplements correctly and not to abuse them, because there can be potential life-threatening side effects. Thank you very much.